now that we prepared our pizza, we have two types. We have the turkey pepperoni with jalapeno, which is my favorite, that's why it's there. And then we have a classic margarita, aka cheese pizza. You hear that? That is so good. Initially, this is going to be a big time investment. So we have 5 cups of flour here. Now I have some yeast here that's already bloomed. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump that over. And then we'll need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Help give the dough some elasticity. And we'll need 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 cups of water. So we're going to go ahead and go. 2 cups, and this is my sister's favorite pizza, you guys. I make it for her birthday like 3 years in a row. She loves it. Yeah, so highly recommended. If you're like a huge pizza fan, make it for your birthday too. Okay, now we're gonna add the salt. Add the salt, get the flavor in. Okay, stir it up. You see, the dough is forming. Now, the next part, which is going to be kneading the dough. So we're going to have to beat this dough up as much as we can and start kneading. So I'll be right back. Now that we've cleared our space, we're going to go ahead and start our flour bench. So take flour to the bag and just make a mess with it on your counter. All right, there you go. And then take the dough that we just prepared, go ahead and dump it onto your flour bench. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna put it on fast forward, but it should take you probably about like 10 minutes to knead the dough, I would think. And I'll show you the example. Last but not least, we're going to, well, 2 steps. You're gonna need to clean this up after we're done. We're gonna take a bowl, like a large bowl like this. This just has a little flour left in it because from the sprinkling around. I'm gonna take a tablespoon of olive oil. Just go ahead and put that in there. And then take our dough ball that we just freshly kneaded, okay? You see it's nice and smooth and elastic, okay? And then now we're gonna put this into the bowl and we're gonna let it rise for 12 hours up to 24 hours. And then you're gonna portion it out and make our pizzas tomorrow. Hi, and welcome back. I've allowed the dough to rise, so we're through our first rising session. A little tip from me, I like to let it rise twice, so a double rise, okay? So I cover the top with some plastic wrap and olive oil. The olive oil should try to help it not stick. You see it's still sticking a bit. So now it's time to make our homemade sauce. So for me, I like to always have a couple cloves of garlic. Here I have 4, and then half a large onion. And we're gonna prepare that and add it to our skillet behind us in just a moment. All right, go ahead and get your onions caramelized like mine, and then add in your tomatoes. Now we're gonna finish assembling the sauce. The tomatoes, onions, and garlic with salt and oil have been cooking for about, I would say, 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. Now I'm going to add in my tomato paste, 1 full jar. Just gonna combine them all together. And then now we're just gonna add a bottle of water to the sauce. But I have sun-dried tomatoes, pepperoni, green bell pepper, jalapenos, and olives. Our tomato sauce cooling down over here in the bowl. So now we're gonna make a flour bench for our pizza. So, I'm hungry. Let's make some dish. Okay. Now, The sauce and veggies are done, and then I'll be back with our mozzarella fresh. Now for the toppings. This is turkey pepperoni, so I'm excited about that. Because I usually don't get to have pepperoni pizza because I don't eat pork. So, and then I like, well, I think I'll just keep it pepperoni, maybe and jalapeno for this one. So I like a spicy pepperoni. That's it for this now. And then I'm gonna take a little olive oil from my bottle and just drizzle it on the edges, okay? Just the edges. And then I also made a nice margarita pizza, which is just basically tomato with cheese and the dough. And so I'm gonna bake a margarita pizza as well. Now that we prepared our pizza, we have two types. We have the turkey pepperoni with jalapeno, which is my favorite, that's why it's there. And then we have the classic margarita, AKA cheese pizza. So we're gonna go ahead and give all of our hard work a try. I'm hungry. So this is the turkey pepperoni with jalapeno. Delicious. The crust is a thin crust, okay? If you want that very thick crust, this might not be the recipe for you, but wow. Yeah, this really hits the spot for me. The bottom, I only put it on broil, but you can see it's dark. It's good stuff because it gives that smokiness, almost like it was in an actual like wood burning stuff. You hear that? That is so good. Ooh, I don't want to stop eating that, but we need to try the margarita real quick here. There's one a little slice here. Oh my god, I'm excited. Alrighty, so this is the margarita. It's a nice pizza. Great flavor. Highly recommend that you give these pizzas a shot. And, you know, let me know how they turned out in the comments. Let me know what you would like me to cook next, okay? I'll make it a priority because I plan to post videos twice a week for you guys. So, stay tuned. Take care.